Nicholas Acevedo. Keaton Parks. They go down the middle now to Maxi Morales. Parks again. Magno. And Maxi Morales chips it in for the goal. Bigger part of not Morales. Gabriel Pereira. 1-0 to New York City.
Credit to this NYCFC midfield. Look at this combination play. Strong, crisp passing, one-touch pass. You don't want to be put in those positions, but when you are in those positions, how do you react? How do those players cover the spaces? They did well to defend.
Pereira, golazo! A 2-0 lead for New York City on Eber's 8th goal of the year.
You could see the reaction on Callan's face, how excited they were, but look at him standing all by.
Franco Ibarra now. All ahead to Almada. Luis Araujo. Luis Araujo popping that to Almada. Goodman scores!
What a goal.
And Atlanta United right back in it on Goodman's 4th goal of the year.
But it really is individual brilliance. This ball over the top, and what a run.
Pereira cutting inside. Now finding Brandon Bibe. Back for the Colombian. Lets it go. Oh, wow. What a strike for the Colombian. Wow. Dylan Barrero beats Chris Brady with a stunner.
Absolutely nothing Chris Brady could do here. As Pereira came across the face of the 18, he knew he was looking for a shot. This is him coming across. You think he's going to take a shot here, but no, he dishes it off, continues his run, and everyone kind of retreats. One quick move. Former U.S. men's national team player enters the game here.
Another long throw in from Tehran. Gonzalez and Petrovic get their wires crossed, and it's Alex Monis! What a moment for the teenager, his first MLS goal! Came onto the scene just moments ago, and if that is the final act of 2022.
It's hanging around. Omar Gonzalez brought in to win headers. He and Petrovic get mixed up here. They lose the mark, and look at Monis here.
Gabriel. We'll play it back. Oscar, that's a good ball. Headed forward, and FC Cincinnati has scored. FC Cincinnati is on the board. How about that? Luciano Acosta scores. And FC Cincinnati, yes, this is the way they want to celebrate Decision Day.
It's just a direct ball for FC Cincinnati, and it's the front three. Just asked so many questions at the back line.
Turnover. Defoe wins it. Dewey and Chimp. Under pressure from Barrial. Brenner gets it to Barrial, the back heel. Magic man Luciano Acosta. Look out, that is Brenner. And oh, that is almost a goal, but Akinboni is able to save it off the line. Or did he? He did not. That's a goal. Number 2 for FC Cincinnati. Ty Akinboni tried to save it off the line.
Tracked. Steven Birnbaum going to step into space. Brenner just coming off his.
Alvis foul. So the backup field. Flicked by Hagelin. Now getting onto it, Brenner. And he's got his second. And FC Cincinnati has its third. 2 goals for Brenner. 3 goals for FC Cincinnati. And the orange and blue look well on their way.
Tremendous job just picking his space in between the right back, Chris Aduiachim, and the center back, Steven Birnbaum. It's that.
Now Morrison. Benteke making a run. Morrison sizzling it. Oh, it's in the net. It is in the net. It is in the net. Rafael Morrison. That's the way to do it. And the crowd comes alive at Audi Field.
So oftentimes players in this position don't even test the keeper. Not only does he test Celentano, he beats him to it. Pings it in.
Gabriel. Boni. Look out, Luciano Acosta. Brenner. Still Brenner. What a goal! Another goal for Brenner. Number 3 for him. Number 4 for FC Cincinnati. Orange Lightning. They can strike like that.
Just a fantastic 1-2 combination between the two forwards. Look how well worked that is. Even jams them a little bit, does the ball from Vasquez a little bit behind him, but it's Brenner. Pat Noonan, Junior Moreno sitting on a yellow card also. Potentially getting the second yellow.
Went into Kubo, but now it comes back to Fletcher. Oh, it's into net! It's into net! Christian Fletcher! Oh, he only had one time that your first time, and that was it. First MLS start, first Major League Soccer goal. Christian Fletcher, what a strike.
For 26 inside the box, the confidence of this youngster to just have a go. So oftentimes young players hesitate. He doesn't do that. Puts his laces through it. And fantastic placement, fantastic power.
6 goals on this decision day. Jeff Fall has got Wobodo to deal with, and now Acosta sneaks in. Brenner, Vasquez, goal. Number 5 for FC Cincinnati. They strike like lightning. A turnover, and they score.
Has the pressure coming, which is why he wasn't asking for it there. He just receives it with his left as the pressure comes, gets toe poked away from him, and then it's just kind of chaos.
Not because of Kone in that pyramid-shaped head, but the fabulous ball by Jordy.
It's given away by Callender. Empty net, and Mihailovic puts it away. Checks for the flag. It stays down. It is a 0-0.
Well, trumpeting the talent of Mihailovic, and he shows you people why. And this one just gets pushed home. The first touch in football is everything, and this one is a little bit too sloppy.
There were early goals in that 2-2 meeting earlier this season as well. It was already 1-1 after just 6 minutes. Kyoto scored the opener, and 80 seconds later, Higuain had responded. Mihailovic weaving his way through and getting in behind again. Square ball. It's a second for Montreal. Lepalainen again from inside the 6. And they're having their way early on.
Wonderful. Attracting the defenders like a magnet attracts iron failings. Beautiful touches, brilliant skill, on the run.
A couple of appearances for Canada's national team. We're headed to the World Cup. Wanyama. Kamara allowed to turn relatively easy. Skips past low and finds the third for Montreal. It's way too easy. It's 3-0 to Montreal.
Again, beautiful skill on the run and very cool. Cooler than a polar bear's backside again. Unravels. Just dances past the challenge here. He'll want his players to remember and learn from it all and all of that. But it really is one to just put to the side. We know they're better than this. You know the individuals and the collective are far better.
It's Harvey Neville's making the run in behind. He's been picked out by Bryce Duke. Neville square ball in. It's an own goal. Waterman puts it into his own net, and it's prompted by the debutant.
Bryce gets it. Wonderful vision. Sees his pass. He's onside. He's taking a look up. He knows where his target is.
Swiderski. One back by Red Bull. Here's Frankie Amaya. The goal scorer for the Red Bulls last week. Long range shot. That's Morgan. Save the follow-up try. No! Elias Manuel. And the Red Bulls off and running at Red Bull Arena on decision day. His first in Major League Soccer.
Upper 90, far post from an acute angle.
Tolkien to loft this ball in, seeking out Manuel. Amaya wins the aerial challenge, wins it back. Here's Manuel, gets a shot away, goal! Oh, what a strike! Electrifying from Elias Manuel. A 2-0 lead. Columbus.
I've been crying for goals from strikers for the last 6 weeks.
Etienne. For Zelleroy, the back heel return. Derek Etienne Jr. scores! Might have paid the price because he's limping right now. But a goal that gets Columbus that much closer to the playoffs.
Once it gets out wide left, Etienne has time and space to turn. No pressure on the ball. Zelleroy back to goal, draws 4 defenders. Takes 4 defenders from Orlando.
Rojo rolled to the middle. Pereira with options. Pereira forced to cycle it around by Nagbe and Artur. Good turn by Junior Urso! Game on in Orlando!
He comes out of the defensive shape here to try to close down Urso. There was no movement around, and in that simple pass, he tries to bite and win the ball. That opens up the gap for Urso.
2 saves today. Can he keep Columbus in playoff positioning? Torres scores!
He steps up in the biggest moment. 12 goals, 12 assists on the season. Make that 13. Left foot across the goal. Eloy Room.
That was well done by Flock. Real's cross is low. Couldn't find it. Wazula. Gazdag goal! What a shot! 1-0 Union. His 20th.
A man full of confidence, a man that's going to win that second ball, and there's no doubt when he hits it that he's going to hit the back of the net. What a season he's having, and what a start. He sees that McNaughton's coming back in, but what he does, he just holds the play. McNaughton can't stop because he's in full flow. He carries on past.
Gazdag waiting for the whistle from Lucas Spala. And here we go. Daniel Gazdag with a strike and a goal. 3-0 Union. He's got 2.
Westberg, he dies, but he dies after the ball's in the back of the net. At the start of the season, if someone would have said to Daniel Gazdag,
if they didn't call a penalty there when it happened in live play, they may not have overturned it either. Here's a shot, there's the 4th. Hat trick, Gazdag.
opens up the whole of the goal, and then there's only going to be one outcome. The ball ends up in the back of the net. It's Driussi against Yarbrough, and Driussi sending Yarbrough the wrong way, sending the Austin fans into ecstasy as he's done so often this season, and maybe sending the Verde and Black into the postseason.
Coming on to bring the energy, and this penalty kick, he slots it low, going more central down the middle. Yarbrough aggressive off his line. Wow. And Abubakar did something similar last year in Colorado on Mackenzie Gaines, and the referees got that wrong.
Abubakar back across the face of goal, and an equaliser. Well, it just had to happen, didn't it? It really had to happen. It's Diego Rubio, and it's a big goal for him as he ties the all-time Colorado Rapids scoring record. But I've got to say, this is one of the worst officiating displays I've ever witnessed.
Sent off, but if you leave him unmarked, if you allow him to get a clean header on sight, this is what happens. Diego Rubio doing well to out-jump.
For Austin, and Hani Mukhtar for Nashville, still with opportunities to score, and of course Jesus Ferreira with an opportunity as well. But right now he's going to make the pass to Leggett. It takes a deflection and it's in! Sebastian Leggett has finally broken through with FC Dallas, his first goal, and that one ain't coming back, baby! FC Dallas in front in the 33rd minute.
Took a peek over his right shoulder. You see it right there. I guess it was a little bit later than I thought. but he sees Leggett. Leggett had his arm up. He was telling Jesus for a...
And that's how things have felt here. Probably even more lopsided than that to start the second half. Russell combining with Ben Sweat. Again, now Johnny Russell floating it towards the back post. It's slapped away by Paz, but it falls nicely for Tommy. He needed to gather himself, but that was enough time. But Zusi arrives, and it's 1-1. Toyota Stadium.
Well, so here's the thing. You know, FC Dallas has been dealing with a lot of crosses. For the Sporting Kansas City to
give away by Espinoza. And it's Quinion who slides it to Velasco. This is promising. Velasco waiting. Ariola! Goal! FC Dallas, they're back in front! Ariola's got his goal. FC Dallas has the lead. 2-1 FC Dallas.
Well, don't side too much, but that's a really nice entry ball from Quinion. Alan Velasco.
Time to press. Ricky Pooch knew he was under big pressure there. Here's Griffin Dorsey now joining in. Now the Dynamo countering the pressure. Nobody's stepping up. Here's Corey Baird. The header, Sebas Pereira. That's what you call punishing an opponent. Pereira hits his 13th of the year. And the Dynamo land a body blow on LA.
How good has Corey Baird been with his service? This is just so well weighted.
Then you're out of the playoffs, and now, you know, there's always this boost of euphoria at the end of the season where you get some good games. Granser squares it back. There's an open runner here to make it one off. Whipped in. Ricky Pooch has tied it up and continues to pay off the LA Galaxy. The former Barcelona man has scored again. It's the third of the year for him.
What I said about Matias Vera, look at Matias Vera right in the middle of your screen. That's where he needs to be, where that ball...
And they were wondering if he would come to Major League Soccer and produce. Well, I think we've gotten an answer here because he's helped get him into the playoffs. And here he is again laying on a beautiful ball. It's Bergman, it's 2-1 Galaxy. Chicharito celebrates in front of the Dynamo fans. I wonder if there'll be a check on this. It is now 2-1 LA Galaxy in the blink of an eye. It would be an 18th for him.
Great little 1-2. Oh, no. Ooh, that is close.
Both him and Cáceres. Joveljic. Alvarez. Joveljic. He's in. It's a third for LA. There is no offside flag. It is 3-1 LA Galaxy. They are rolling to getting home field playoff advantage. And it's Joveljic straight off the bench for Chicharito, who just gently caresses it into the net here.
Well, how about the movement? This is the combination play we talked about.
It's an interesting situation with Crépeau, which we'll get into in a moment. Mukhtar, comb over header in front, and they get the goal after all. It's Teal Bunbury at the back post. So after LAFC could not get their noses in front, chance after chance in the first half, it's Nashville scoring in the second, which is usually the domain of the black and gold. 1-0 for the visitors.
We talked about it going in. It's set piece is key for Nashville.
That's pumping from the task at hand and the energy of the crowd, but you still have to finish those opportunities. We know soccer's a funny game. It only takes one moment to go the other way. So let's see who finishes.
Does it go this way for Minnesota? It's up and up to front. Amongst a sea of celebration, Minnesota United scored. They shall not be moved.
In the only place he could, side netting, back corner. Hassan can't get to it.
As you might have heard from the stadium announcer, a record attendance here today at Allianz Field. Gonzalez! A first of its kind for Jonathan Gonzalez. And they reach out and they touch the playoffs.
A little bit higher up the pitch to compensate for some of the tired legs. A deflection, unlucky for the
opportunities. Oviedo. Now Savarino. Trying to go. Succeeding beautifully. Lift off for RSL.
And mind you, in his first 3 years for Real Salt Lake, this being his second stint, 21 goals, 21 assists. He makes everyone around him better, but he's got the ability to pull.
Brody. Ruiz. Costa Rican Oviedo. There's Rubin! One giant stride towards the playoffs for Real Salt Lake. As Rubin scores for the first time in 32 games.
And what a difficult year this has been for Rubin.
Boda Hidalgo. RSL hoping to finish Portland off. And this is Little's end, and it's Hidalgo! That does it! The Timbers are well and truly toppled. It's Real Salt Lake who will advance to the postseason playoffs.
Just two subs coming into the game, taking advantage of the opportunity, and this just speaks to the grind.
One of those four was a critical playoff here back in 2019. There's a Spreer. It's deflected. It's in. Surely too little too late, but just a glimmer for Portland.
And it's amazing what Dyrone Spreer's career has been in the latter parts. That is now
playoff picture, but ultimately falling to defeat 24 hours later against Sporting KC means the Sounders playing for a little bit of pride today. Christian Roldan, good ball for Alex Roldan. Ball falls back, Nico Ladero, what a start! Inside a minute, Nico Ladero found the back of the net. The Roldans combining on the right-hand side. And Nico Ladero's been a tough season for the Sounders, number 10, but he finished that one well.
It starts by just being positive, getting the ball down the pitch. San Jose does a good job of clearing that cross, and it falls nicely to Nico Ladero. And
Bobasi, I think Atencio felt he was pushed. Espinosa out on this right-hand side to run from him. He's dangerous in this kind of position. Goes for goal, Cleveland with the save's going to fall. And Bobasi levels. What a start, just like that, inside 4 minutes. And Jeremy Abobasi's been in really good goal-scoring form this season. Has got us back where we started, 1-1.
It was a great counter-attack from San Jose. For Abobasi, I said that the ball had eyes at one end of the field. Well, it had exactly the same for San Jose at the other. It was just from that angle, doesn't get much of a shot. But in the end, it's out for the corner.
There's that, good delivery. Going to fall here for Ladero on his right foot! And that's not something you see too often. Nico Ladero on his weaker foot.
Right-footed, clean volley. This is the angle you'll want to see. Marcinkowski gets a touch to it, but the pace takes it past him.
Troko, Cade Cowell, unmistakable with that hair. Long distance hit. That is a super strike by the youngster.
What's rule number one, Keith? You don't let a player come inside, open up the goal, particularly a player, we talked about it when he came on. Big upside for this kid. Into Steph Cleveland's left-hand side netting, and it's really quieted this Lumen Field crowd. But those are little aspects of defending.